Well, today across the U.S., people took to the streets walking to help spread awareness about human trafficking. In Tyler, community members gathered at the downtown square. Before the walk, there was a prayer, along with speeches made by a few people impacted by human trafficking. The Smith County Commissioner's Court also issued a resolution declaring today 8/21 Global Trafficking Awareness Day.
The kind of evil that deals in human trafficking thrives in darkness. They thrive in the shadows, and so if we can put a spotlight on that kind of activity, then there's no place to hide.
This was the second year Templeton has put on the event. He hopes Tyler will become one of the biggest awareness areas in the nation.